But Horikita, I've never considered you an ally, not even for a second. Not you, not Kushida, not Hirata. People are nothing but tools to me, all of them. I don't care what I have to do to win. I don't care what I have to sacrifice. In this world, winning is everything. And in the end, I'm going to win.
If you wanna be one of the elite, you have to be more than just smart. You have to possess the qualities of a courtier, political acumen, and mastery of cunning and flattery. You have to be shrewd. You need to be a strategist who knows why every step is taken and how it's taken. And most importantly, you have to know how to keep your image clean, even though it's riddled with deceit and underhanded tactics. Today I'm going to introduce you to 3 minds. If you understand them, you will never ever be the same person again. Yuuichi.
今日の沢木の下着の色知ってるか
Who destroys his opponents from within. Ayanokoji, who remains hidden until it's too late. And Aizen, who set up the stage before even the actors walk in. Whether you use this knowledge for good or evil, it's entirely up to you. I will simply open the door for you, and you can choose whether to enter like a king or stand still outside like a slave. This is the foundation of self-control. Internal mastery precedes all external manipulation. The architecture is built on emotional nullification, no positive or negative spikes. Only pure observational latency. The skill stack is cognitive and mnemonic, applied game theory, pattern recognition, and trained memory, utilizing active recall and spaced repetition for rapid contextual retrieval. The operational code never reveal full competency and allow others to claim credit as a strategic buffer when useful, but having a mind like Ayanokoji has costs, and they are permanent emotional distance and intentional underestimation. With a sovereign internal system, you weaponize perception. This is psychological warfare through hyper-empathy and moral flexibility. The stack shift to applied psychology, exploiting cognitive biases, attachment schemas, and fear responses. Master relies in a calibrated deception, strategic framing, misdirection, and the leverage of partial truth. You learn a subject's breaking point before their strength, and the role is to never lie unnecessarily, but distort efficiently. Push the victims toward ethically costly choices, and convert their resultant guilt into leverage. And the cost is chronic mental entropy. Only when you've mastered first and second phases can you begin to orchestrate events on a grand scale. This is the manipulation of systemic and narrative layers across extended timelines. The skill set is architectonic, multi-layered contingency planning, information flow topology, and narrative engineering. The principle is to appear predictable while remaining fundamentally unreadable, so you can design outcomes where your opponent's free choice unknowingly fulfills your objective. Training involves mapping institutional power flows and exercising patience on a long-term scales like years or months. It causes profound metaphysical detachment and the burden of casual ownership. Okay, and now I want to tell you some truth. You can nearly achieve Ayanokoji's emotional deadness by training with horror games in a specific way, or exploiting yourself to feel bliss continuously. And by the way, Ayanokoji is self-mastery. Yuuichi is others mastery and Aizen is nearly both. You could say reality mastery. Trying to be all of them at once will lead you to failure, so that sequence matters. Ayanokoji first and most important, controlling yourself. And it's in the video that is gonna be suggested next. Then Yuuichi, understand under pressure others. I will say how in the next videos. And last Aizen, move pieces on the boards others don't even know they exist, and be the cause mistaken for fate. And of course anything else is imitation or role-playing, not a real transformation. So stop watching lying people and join me, where truth and trust is the foundation of this channel. This was Addi. Stay sharp.